Hi there folks, and welcome back to the channel. As you've seen from the opening part of this video, what we have is Batman on a budget from another one of the Seiko family of companies. This one's from Lorus. These you can buy on the high street. This particular one I got from a place called GB Watch Shop, and they've got these on offer at the moment. So I will leave a link in the description where you can pick one of these up from. Currently for £26, which I think is pretty amazing for a watch that, to be honest with you, looks pretty cool. So there you go. As you can see, we have the Batman style bezel. And the other good thing about ordering this is you're not going to have to wait 2 months for it to come from AliExpress. You can pick these up, like I said, from GB Watch Shop or Amazon or pretty much any of the high street jewelers. So let's get into some specs of this. We have a 42mm case. We have a lug-to-lug of 48mm. We have a lug width of 20mm and a thickness of 10.7mm. So that is quite a thin watch. Obviously, being quartz, they can make these nice and thin, and it's they'll have a Seiko quartz movement in them because Lorus are owned by Seiko. We have the case is a turtle-shaped case, very reminiscent of the Seiko turtle. The crown at the 4 o'clock position, which is not a screw-down crown. It's just a push-pull crown. Pull it out to the first position to change your date. Pull it out to the second position to change your time. We'll move in a little bit closer on this dial so that we can have a proper look at that. And it's kind of a bit dusty, but there we go. So yeah, there we go. Quite an interesting pattern on that dial with those lines going across there. Circular and trapezoidal applied indices. Just tick marks around the chapter ring, date at 4 o'clock, Lorus, which is printed at 12 o'clock, and water resistant to 100 meters at 6 o'clock. Very legible dial. Don't think you're going to have any problem seeing this at all. Quite like that Batman colorway as well. You've got an aluminium bezel insert in there. The bezel itself does not rotate. So you're getting the aesthetic of the Batman, but not the functionality. The case itself, we've got circular brushing on the top, transitions to high polish on the sides. We get the camera to focus, and then high polish on the edge of the bezel, and the bracelet itself is all brushed. I have to say that having seen the Pulsar that I reviewed the other week, this bracelet is actually a bit nicer. It is still folded links, but it's not as kind of stacked as the other one was. At the clasp, we have the Lorus brand, which is stamped into there. It is just a press clasp, as you would expect at this price point, and we have hollow end links. And on the case back, Japan movement, stainless steel, water resistant to 100 meters, and the Seiko waterproof logo, which is the one that they use for to show it's 100 meters water resistant, and then Lorus engraved under that. The bracelet is the same distance, is the same width, I should say, all the way through. It's 20mm at the clasp, and it's 20mm at the top as well. But yeah, it's actually quite a nice watch. Weight wise, I've got the scales here, so we will weigh that in and have a look. We get this switched on and make sure it is in grams. Pop that on there. Grams, please. There we go. 131 grams. So quite a nice weight to it. It does actually feel quite nice, and it wears, because it is so thin as well, it does actually wear really nicely on the wrist. It's not top heavy or anything like that, and I will actually show you that at the end of the video as well, because I'm determined to remember to do a wrist shot for you. But we have another quick look around that, so you can kind of get the idea of the turtle case shape, which is actually quite well done. And that blue second hand kind of stands out quite well as well, which is quite a nice touch. Before we do a wrist shot, I will just give it a quick charge up so you can see the loom. There is loom on it, and it is, I believe it'll be the Seiko Lumibrite, but don't think that you're going to be getting yourself a Seiko diver type loom. It doesn't last a particularly long time. I mean, it's good for kind of an hour or so. We'll drop the lights. There is the loom. And as you can see, you've got some kind of dark spots in the middle of the loom where there's a little bit less applied. Yeah, I mean, it'll do kind of an hour or so. It's, you know, it's not that bad. Get the lights back up again, and I will do you a quick wrist shot, and then we will wrap this one up. On the wrist today, have the Hamilton Khaki Scuba. There is a video of this, a couple of videos of this on the channel, so I recommend you go and have a look at those. We'll get this one on the wrist very quickly. This is my 7 3/4 inch wrist, so yeah, it does sit very nicely, sits very low, so it will slip under a shirt cuff as well, which is pretty good. It is comfortable, but because they are folded links, it could be a little bit of a hair nipper. Not had any problems with that yet, and the bracelet is a little bit jingly jangly, but it's easy enough to swap out if you wanted to put a different type of bracelet on there. But yeah, why would you? Really, I mean, for £26, you know, why would you be waiting, you know, up to 2 months to get something from China? When you can get this from your high street, which I think looks really rather cool. Okay, well, that's it for now. That is the Lorus. I'll give you the reference number of it, rather than calling it Batman on a budget. It's actually the RH921 LX9. So yeah, if you want one of those, like I said, I'll leave a link to GB Watch Shop so you can pick one up. Nice and cheap at the moment at 26 quid, and I think, you know, an absolute bargain. Okay, if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe as well, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload any more content. Okay, that's it for now. That's me Batman on a budget for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.